President Biden has marked his first 100 days in office by launching radical and ambitious proposals for America, a once-in-a-generation investment plan, as he called it. If enacted, it could be transformational, but it comes at a huge cost, a $4 trillion price tag. Much of it would be paid for by tax rises for corporations and for the most wealthy. The American Families Plan aims to cut child poverty and put a cap on childcare costs. Joe Biden wants to create millions of jobs through a massive programme of investment in infrastructure, broadband and green energy. And he plans to address those key issues of police reform and gun control. But he faces a battle in Congress, especially over those higher taxes. Our North America editor Jon Sopel is at the White House. Jon.
Sophie, the obsession with the first 100 days in office is peculiarly American. It dates back to 1933 and Franklin Delano Roosevelt. He was the president after the Great Depression and introduced the New Deal, a raft of welfare measures that saw government grow. 90 years on, Joe Biden won't mind too much if people start comparing him to FDR.
The President of the United States.
Because of COVID and social distancing, the audience was much smaller. But the pandemic has given Joe Biden the space to come up with a set of radical proposals that are a break with 40 years of economic orthodoxy. Big government, tax and spend are back. But one thing is totally new.
Madam Speaker, Madam Vice President, no president has ever said those words from this podium. No president has ever said those words, and it's about time.
A lot of people thought the 78-year-old would be a transitional president. Wrong. He's set on transformation, with his plans for European-style welfare policies, a green agenda, and the thing he kept on repeating last night, creating new jobs.
That's why I proposed the American Jobs Plan, a once-in-a-generation investment in America itself. This is the largest jobs plan since World War II.
A lot of those jobs will be found in the construction industry. He wants to spend $2.4 trillion on a rebuild of America's motorways, airports and railways.
There can be no argument that America's crumbling infrastructure is in urgent need of repair. But Joe Biden's ambition goes well beyond roads and bridges. It's about welfare, it's about the role of the state. But Republicans say he's more interested in social engineering than civil engineering.
And in Congress, he spelt out who was going to have to foot the bill. Those earning under $400,000 a year would be untouched, but the wealthiest would see their taxes rise.
But it's time for corporate America and the wealthiest 1% of Americans to just begin to pay their fair share. Just their fair share. I think you should be able to become a billionaire and a millionaire, but pay your fair share.
This is the first major set piece in Congress since the January the 6th riots. But the president wanted to turn a page, exhorting Americans to come together.
Folks, as I told every world leader I've ever met with over the years, it's never, ever, ever been a good bet to bet against America, and it still isn't. We're the United States of America. There's not a single thing, nothing beyond our capacity.
Joe Biden also made a plea with lawmakers to work together to get things done. Let's agree on what we can, he told them. Fine words, but in divided America, they're likely to fall on deaf ears. Jon Sopel, BBC News, Washington.